Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak. We are underneath the Ober district still and we're about to head after Marielle after Elaine said that she was worried about her, and I can understand why. Because she was always obsessed about Dingo and I think she's now just digging herself into the reporting and she's going a bit too far. We have to slow her down, so let's head over to the Blacklight district and see if we can help her. Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Judith, you're still in disguise. Nope, nothing like that. See, I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. Oh, what's up, Nina? I did tell you I won't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
I see. I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right now this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too, thanks. Well, that's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him, but maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. Well, I'm with him. I'm not going to let this tragedy stand. Not as someone in the film industry, or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Almeda down for this, but we have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. Exactly. Well, I couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good.
Oh, that she is.
Though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me. Hello? Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought.
Is Nina involved in something as well? Just like Judith is?
The only question now is who the final cast will be. You don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
Curious. I never would have imagined there was a place like this in Edith before coming here. I'm not surprised. And it's just me, or does the district seem even more on edge than usual? It makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I'd assume so too. This may be the closest thing Edith has to a lawless district, but the authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops and see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. This feels like...
I don't think I've seen you before.
Yeah, we'll have a look around, definitely.
Guess I'll check out your read.
Almata just had to go off the deep end, didn't they? I don't buy the whole show of force bit, but personally, but can be more to it than just my gut feeling. I'm feeling it too. It's gonna knock my supply routes out of commission. This is gonna be real tough for a while. Is everybody still in the same old text? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's easy then. We can go straight for Marielle, if she's down here.
What are you doing?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I knew it.
Let go of me! I said, let go!
You were the one who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady. Now, we get to enjoy our rightful rewards. Come on. Oh, someone needs to go back to Sunlight School, cause that sure doesn't sound like the definitions of rightful to me. And who the hell are you guys? ARKRIDE Solutions. She really was down here. Are those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar though. I think their name is Bugbear? Them. Their threat level is a mere C-. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? Man, this sucks. We're gonna take advantage of the mess Almada's made to finally get our name out there. But all this state of emergency crap has got us stuck where we are, and it's pissing me off. Wow, that's a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. I'm sure they've still seen enough combat to be a problem though. Huh? I only just realized that they got some real lookers with them too. Guess we'll get some fun after we show them who's boss. This is so dumb. Time to take them out.
Let's see what you're made of.
I want to see what you're made of. Mainly your insides, but let's see. Yeah, I don't even think we need to power up or anything. I think one Vanli's raid will do almost everything. I'm gonna save up the rest though. No, this is just to show a force. Halfway there. Alright, let's hope in a bit more than that. Nah, Van, take care of them. I don't feel like being courteous. Vanquisher. Now that was just pathetic. Their threat level is close to a D or a D-, it would seem. Ah, damn it! I thought these guys were just a bunch of rookies. Fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Doggies? Of course they have military monsters at their beck and call. It's not going to be easy fighting off this many while defending her. Look like the tables have turned, huh? I figures though, these days Calvard's full of wusses who use it a piece they've forgotten how to fight. I bet UAs would just roll over too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. What? How can you even suggest that? Do you understand what you're saying?
AUA would just roll over, would they?
Oh, they made the wrong comment at the wrong place and time. Wait. Again? What just happened?
Well, you aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Heiyuhei's Xiangshu. Well, I've heard rumors, but I've never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared. We still have the upper hand in numbers. Yeah, deploy all the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
What? Ah, the old man. How?
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Longlai? Oh, the one on that giant ETWS bike. Yeah, we all remember.
I must apologize. I see I overdid it some. Though I did restrain myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced. So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. Can't stop real life for the best visual effects, huh? He sent both men and monsters flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you forgetting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
I can't believe two old coaches rolled up and hogged all the limelight. But what are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. AU's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require. Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District. That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
Then the president signed off on this? And what do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before doing so. Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey! Man, didn't think he'd come all this way in person. Van's probably still in Longport. But now I really want to know what the pieces he mentioned refer to. Are you alright, Van?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well. My old greenhorn student, Van.
His master, wasn't it?
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he...
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this. Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago? Master Barkhorn!
I had a feeling it was him, but when we saw the grave I thought it cannot be him. It must be a student of some kind. But it is him. Burgard Zeman.
I am Bergard Zeman, though I was once known by another name. I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you managed that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps.
I can't wait.
Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Please, I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. Is my man being bashful? Never thought I'd see the day. It certainly is a rare sight. It's rather cute, to be honest. Oh, shove it. Well, you did a good job putting Marielle at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Marielle.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
Yeah. It's the advice he got from him before, isn't it? He used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's gonna be a way to bridge that gap. You just gotta find it. We're working on this last request right now. We won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Hell, I would be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady folks. So, keep your head high, and let's all do the jobs we're best for. If nothing else, than to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants, and I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
Those words were quite touching, very befitting of you and of Mr. Brad. Yeah, they resonated deeply within me as well. Well, thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do is an interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Huh. Can we please move on from this topic? Oh yeah, I should let my employees introduce themselves. Agnes, you go first. Gladly. My name is? Wow, that's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. So you were among the 12 knights who led the church Gralsritter. I have heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. Roaring Lion, I heard that name so many times before in the other series of Trails. That's him? Damn. Well, it's a famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising.
Once again, that name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
And now we know we passed you on the way to Long Line. So you arranged an invitation there, and I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well. Namely, Professor Hamilton, Heyue's future elder and Crown Prince of Elsheim, and former President Rocksmith. Am I correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsheim and Elder Guillen. The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Oh, it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
Hey, it's not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been in Longlight, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. Yeah, the only one who could have foretold that would be the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you'd gone off the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in North. They said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living, just without your title and mark. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you never contacted me?
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark. I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths, and I intended to leave my survival a secret, a trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
To be able to move through the shadows with nobody looking for him. Bah. Well, guessing you figured it was time to play that card then, to help us with this crisis.
Correct. I have news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago.
What? Where?
Almada's leader and executives, as well as the garden's overseers, have established a new base, and it is located in a city within this very country. What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? Guess that means the army, the police, the guild are all in the know. I assume Heiyue and other Jaeger Corps are also aware of this new base.
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
So that's what Guillen was talking about earlier? I'm sure many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, my people included. Marduk HQ will likely be making their move as well. You can't be serious. All of these groups are going to flood the city at once? So, where do you stand in all this, Master? You know, hearing this, having all groups flood the city at once, the only thing I'm afraid of is that they're gonna set off another bomb with all parties in there, in that city. They could take out all resistance against them in just one go by exploding it again. It's insane when you think about it, but it's not unthinkable, is it? By the sounds of it, these people are gonna try to capture Almada alive or go after their heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is, just having one of those things would make you public enemy number one. Yeah, but if multiple parties have it, you can see it as something in real life called MAD, Mutual Assured Destruction. It might stabilize the field as well. It's a very bad way of going about it, but yeah, nuclear weapons are terrible. It ain't a stretch though. There's plenty of historical precedents for using artifacts as weapons. So, given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright. And also, to keep them safe from venomous fiends, like these unwanted guests of yours.
It's Renee here. Uh-oh. What? Hey, we're busy in here. Afraid you have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Oh, this is bold. Fine, get in here.
Knew that'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
Fancy meeting you here again? I recognize you too. It's the shady duo from the nightclub in Tharbad. I also met you back in Longline.
Oh, you recognized me after all?
Yeah, the accent was a dead giveaway.
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of ARKRIDE Solutions. Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
Trust me, with all the noise Almata's making lately, the dead will rise for that. I was granted life once more, and I don't need to tell you the reason why, because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we? Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
Well, that depends on what you're here for, truly. Hopefully to confirm of the organization you're working for, because I think we all know about that by now. I'm afraid they'll have to decline. Had the Azure Abyss or the Lay Steel Maiden made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Not for you though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get it now. You're the guy that Direwolf and Ren warned us about. You're part of Ouroboros then. And one of their highest ranking members at that. Yes, they are. Harwood the Thousandth Oathbreaker.
The
Fourth
name's
Anguis.
Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis. But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
Yeah, we've heard that name drop a couple of times as well. The Oathbreaker. Lucretia the Golden Butterfly.
Lucrezia Isolée.
Number 3. Very high up there in the list.
I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, ARKRIDE Solutions.
Hey, put it away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here. Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those.
Oh, just because of his Oathbreaker name. Ah, cheeky git.
I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
From time to time. You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True, true. Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
Are you for real? You're joking.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
Yes, depending on what it is. I need more information than that. Yeah, if the work's reasonable, and if I like you, and your likability is going up in smoke faster than the tobacco in that cigar. I know you guys are after Almata. Hell, you probably know where they're at too. But before I ask you where that is, I need to know why you come to us.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out?
Yes, it will help.
It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
As always, a reason for them to be weird. Fun. Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic or reason.
The Society has already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Almata and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
I see. And you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I'm guessing.
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them.
Yeah, so the explosion of the nuclear weapon forced their hand.
Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right. Yeah, you will have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiyue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty. I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
Definitely. More than likely. The guild won't stand by idly by either. Some goes for the Grossritter. Artifacts are involved in this after all. And I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Grossritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
If that is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed and you aren't going to look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almata really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, we have no other choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. Because if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
What the hell do you mean by that?
The guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos.
Because Beggy's saying there will be more people out to kill them without any regard for the cost to civilian life. So he wants us to help the common man, to make sure that it's interesting. I get it.
Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces. I'm very much into that sort of thing.
Not because he wants us dead, but he likes the challenge, I'm sure. You're one masochistic bastard. Well, we've got our reasons for chasing Almada down, so I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. But first, I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the gardens. So, spill it. What kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Huh. Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late. But your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins. 14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest.
At least according to their own standards, of course.
Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait. You don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the Society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available at Marduk, there's only one operation that matches her story. I really hope it ain't the one I'm thinking of. Please tell me the group you all are talking about isn't.
It's exactly as you think. The DG cult. You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
Oh, trust me, that is one cult I will not soon forget. Definitely not. No way. I've heard about those fiends from Tsao. And I heard about them from my Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG cult together and set them loose on the world. That's how the gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking. Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine. But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured.
So he's behind that group. That is one thing I didn't see coming. Definitely not.
I gave that one domino a little push. And look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? So this is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochistic bastard, you're also a sadistic monster.
Can't say you're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes. But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, and those things that make you tick just so happen to tick me off. I get what you want us to do though, it also comes at the perfect time, given Dingo's last request. Van, I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. So this gathering will include Marduk, Heyohei, the Guild and many other formidable groups. Loath as I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Yeah, I do not want to help with a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
I kinda don't mind that. It's just from who we're getting it from is... As long as you don't slip a trap or two in them.
My, they really don't trust you, do they?
He says he breaks rules whenever he can, so you can't trust a single thing that's coming out of his mouth. Including that smoke.
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
The actual camera. Are you sure it's safe?
If you're worried about radiation, don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever. The three disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
There's no radioactive contamination, but all the theories we have suggest... No, wait. Perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. The artifact might have had a hand in that. I'm so lost. Hang on a sec. You nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down? Won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops, cause if I heard the answer, you'd be leaving this room with a big old black eye.
Ooh, scary.
Scary. Despite how much of a bad person he is also so very intriguing. I kinda like him as a villain. It's in our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we? I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
He knows about the Genesis. Haven't got a clue what you're on about, so you gonna tell us where we're going or not?
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Phew, glad you were here, Master. I thought I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise. Nonsense. You would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. You've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you give me way too much credit. Alright guys, I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh? But why? Because it's too dangerous. This is their turf and everyone there will be playing by their rules. There's no telling what will happen there, and I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. Oh, but I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. You figure right. That is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I don't think you'll as a burden. This is just the best division of labor. I'll need you to gather info to the point of contact for other groups. Work with the guild and... They're not taking it. Hey.
You done flapping your gums yet? Good, because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
That's always the excuse, isn't it? And they don't care for it.
I appreciate that you're worried about us. I really do. However...
This is too big. Too big to not get involved.
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you. Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around. I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
Oh, come on, you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way. Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well. Not just because of the Genesis, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil. The distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld. If my feeling is correct, then I must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait. So take me with you, Van. Please.
Yes.
Wow.
Somehow I knew I'd end up like this one way or another. Unlucky for you though, the trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school trip. You're gonna have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Starting to think I'm a bad influence. And make sure you get paid in advance, that way you'll have to mirror for the bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
It's probably gonna confront her dad, and maybe talk Ren into helping her stay below the radar.
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
Very well then. The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvard get much of their funding. The old city capital, Rossian.
Going back home.
That is where they have set the stage for their carnival of chaos.
Will we have one more round trip in Edith before we go? Or are we just gonna go?
Those are impressive results.
Yeah, not enough to traverse the A rank though.
There, God Zeman. I may have lost my life once, but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
69. Nice. Alright, Burgard, you're in. Burgard has joined ARKRIDE Solutions. And yes, we're gonna leave it here. On the next one, we'll proceed and see where it goes from there. Either we're gonna have a little round in Edith, which I sincerely doubt. I'm guessing we're gonna go straight for Oration and start out our rounds over there, but we'll see that on the next episode. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time, because things are about to go crazy over in Oration, I'm sure. How, what, why, in which manner, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's gonna be fun though. So until then, bye-bye.